Hey y'all, welcome in. We're going to pull a card and see who this reading is for. I trust that whenever you come across one of my readings that there will be a message here for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, Virgo, buckle up. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see, what do we got for Virgo? What do we got for Virgo? Virgo, only take what resonates, leave what doesn't resonate for someone else. If it doesn't make sense, it's just not for you. My readings can be predictive, so you can come back in a few days, few weeks, and check it out at that time, as it may not have occurred yet. Let's see, Virgo. Virgo, if you need a personal reading, you can check out my website, spirituallyfittarot.com. The link's in the description box of this video. What's going on with Virgo? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Well, you're pouring into yourself. That's what's going on here. I feel like you are no longer pouring into everybody else. You're doing a lot of healing. You're doing much more healing than you realize. I see a lot of improvements you are making within your own life. You're healing from things. Maybe you are somebody that tends to overgive, okay? Or you're very supportive of everyone and everything else. You pour into people. You could be a starseed, light worker, chosen one, okay? Whatever label you want to attach to it, you are someone who is chosen because you're somebody who chooses the path. That's what makes you chosen. That's what makes you special. Because out of all the uncertainty, out of all the confusion, you still chose to be kind. You still chose to be authentic to yourself, which it looks like one of your traits is to be very giving and supporting of others. There's some type of confusion that's being lifted. You're seeing things a lot clearer now. And I feel you're having little moments of awakenings. You're having little aha moments of healing where you're able to connect the dots. I don't even think this is through actually intentionally sitting down and journaling and doing shadow work. This is just through living life. You're having these little aha moments, connecting the dots. Things are adding up. This is why I do that. This is why I've done that. There's so much clarity coming to you and inner knowing. And I just want you to know, Virgo, you're doing so much more inner work and healing than you realize. I think you realize you're doing some, but again, it's through just living everyday life where things are starting to make more sense to you. And I do feel like you are somebody that you have a special ability here. And it's the ability to see the good in people, places, or things. But sometimes when you're able to see the good, you overlook the bad. And so you may feel on some level that if you give to something, if you give, that maybe it would be appreciated, or maybe it would. I see a very good you have such good intentions for the world. But I'm also seeing that you're noticing how much of people may have taken advantage of you, may have mistaked your kindness for weakness. There is this misconception that people who are kind and caring and loving, there's a misconception about loving people, kind and caring people. People mistake their kindness for a weakness, and they tend to take advantage of that. And even though you have been taken advantage of before, you still see the good. I'm talking to somebody who you are compassionately accepting this, though. I don't even think you harbor any sort of ill feelings toward people who behave this way. because it's more so like you're accepting people for who they are, but you're realizing that you're no longer willing to feed into or give, overly share yourself with people who just don't get it. They don't get you. People that are intentionally misunderstanding you. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people that you are about to wake up, but you're waking them up with your silence. You're waking up people with your silence, with you flipping the script here. And you're not doing this from a place of, you're not doing it from a place of bad intentions. You're doing it from a place of finally choosing yourself. And it's going to confuse the people around you when you go silent. It's going to confuse the people around you that you are aware. Because I'm just getting a sense of people seeing that you are aware of them. And they want to know how long you've been aware. And it's like, you have been aware. I feel like you've seen people, but there was some sort of thought you had that if you were to pour into them, that some way, somehow, that would make them better people. And it just didn't. It brought out the ugly side of them. And I feel like this was actually a soul mission of yours. So we're not meant to know every single thing, especially when it comes to our own journeys and our own paths, because the universe has somewhat of a plan for us to follow. And sometimes we can't know things until after a mission has been, a purpose has been fulfilled. Then it will make more sense to us. And so it's like you were acting from a place of authenticity and genuine. You were being genuine. And now the universe is downloading some new information into you. And you have a new guide, a new map, a new plan for yourself. And this was divinely guided to wake people up, because you're revealing things to people that were buried in their subconscious, and you're revealing it to them by going silent. It's like people didn't expect you to trying to find the right words. There's people in your life, Virgo, that did not expect you to be so aware of who they were, yet still so giving to them, because they themselves would never be that way. And so there were some people that may have mistaked your kindness for, some people may have even thought you were coming from a place of manipulation, and you weren't. Some people may have thought that you were weak-minded, and you weren't. Some people may have thought you were naive and unaware, but you weren't. It wasn't any of those things. You had a genuineness to you, this earth angel quality about you, that you truly did come from a genuine place. And the people around you are being exposed not only to each other, but you're exposing them to themselves through your behaviors. You're an example. And I feel like you didn't even realize it. Maybe you did, but you didn't realize just the exact example you're becoming to these people. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah, look at that. Death and rebirth. There's a shift happening here. And I'm getting something that has been divinely orchestrated, not only for other people to wake up and go through their dark night of the souls, other people facing their own internal fears, but this was divinely orchestrated for you to go through a death and rebirth as well. So let's see. That being said, is there anything in regards to love? Is there anything we can touch base on that for Virgo? Ten of Pentacles. The Chariot. So I'm seeing a pretty solid foundation here. Spirit, tell me more about this. Who is this? Judgment. You know, somebody is coming toward you to create a foundation with you. Bring more stability into your life. And it's after this up level, you just went through some type of awakening, Virgo, or you're about to go through one that is shifting your reality around. And you're entering a new reality, one where there is somebody that matches your energy. And you're already seeing signs and synchronicity of this person coming towards you. Things are going to be so coincidental. Things are going to seem so... There's a lot of patterns that are happening around you that when you and this person finally sit down and talk with each other, you're going to discuss things that it's just a very... There's so many coincidences happening. There's so many signs and synchronicities that are going to add up once you and this person sit down and actually have a conversation. But they are coming towards you, however you see the situation now, whether this is somebody at a distance from you or this is somebody that I'm talking to that is single and you have no idea who this is, depending on your situation, doesn't matter. There's someone coming towards you, whatever that is on your mind, whether it's a new person you have yet to meet or a person that is at a distance from you, you and this person want the same things. You and this person are going to sit down and there's going to be a mind-blowing conversation here about so many signs, synchronicities, coincidences, okay? The Hanged Man. You both are in the process of waking up to a higher level. You both are in the process of waking up to your soul's path, your soul's journey, and what this really means. And so with this Hanged Man energy, you're being guided to view whatever circumstance you're in from a higher perspective, from a more enlightened perspective. And realizing that you don't have to sacrifice yourself for anybody to love you. Realizing that you don't have to sacrifice your wants, your needs, or yourself in order for people to see your value. You don't have to make any sacrifices for that. Yet you have new love coming in, or this is just somebody here that maybe already have some sort of foundation groundwork laid between the both of you. There's a renewal happening in regards to your love situation, Virgo. And my, are they something special now? Okay. They wanted me to say now because this person has gone through a death and rebirth of themselves, or there could be in the process of doing it. Somebody is coming into themselves. I feel like you have a person here that wants a new beginning with you. They can see themselves in you. They can identify the journey that you've been on because there is something about you. They see themselves in you. You reflect back to them themselves. And they like what they see because this is someone who likes themselves. They've done the work on themselves. They've been through their own trials and tribulations. And they see you as somebody who is grounded. You're stable. You're smart. Okay. You are able to make logical based decisions, right? You don't allow your emotions to dictate the path ahead. And they see this about you. And they're impressed by you because they've never seen another person that held themselves to such high standards like they do. They've never seen this before. And this person currently has stars in their eyes about you. Or when you two come in contact with each other, they're going to have stars in their eyes, depending on the timeline you fall on. We have this Four of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel, I'm talking to a Virgo, that you have learned how to reject people, places, or things that are not reciprocating your energy. You can just, when you feel like you're not being prioritized, you're truly someone who has decided going forward, when somebody makes you feel like an option, you make the decision for them by rejecting them and backing out. That's what's happened here, or that is what's about to happen. We have this King of Wands. There's a very strong attraction, but the attraction comes from a place of you two want the same future. You two want the same things. You two are kind of one and the same. And it's finding that missing puzzle piece is what this is what they're going to feel here coming up. But it's finding someone that just clicks. This is going to just make sense. It's just going to click. I feel like this is a new love situation, guys. I have to say, I strongly feel like this is a new love situation. Now, obviously, this could be a situation where you are already in communication with this person and they're at a distance and you two are trying to figure this out. Now, you're in this 8 of Swords energy. Looking on the bright side, okay? It's like, again, you're not allowing any sort of past situation to make you bitter, right? You're breaking free from some sort of old thought pattern. There's going to be a newfound sense of freedom of recognizing the truth and no longer keeping yourself mentally stuck on things. I see that you're taking off the blindfold with this Sun energy. You're removing the constraints, the restraints, whatever. You're removing this negative thought pattern that this negative cycle you may have been in. Look, and you're turning your back on the past and you're moving toward the future. You're rejecting the past or whatever. You may have recently, decided to go on a new adventure and set yourself free from an old dynamic. Something that you felt like, you were damned if you do, damned if you don't. You turning your back on this situation, you're going to get the justice you deserve. The scales are balancing here. The truth of who you are is being revealed to everyone. And there may have been some people that were jealous of you or that, just couldn't handle your true character because you were everything they make themselves out to be, but they're really not. I'm picking up on somebody that may act like they're a certain way, but they're really not, and their mask is falling. But you really are who you say you are, and that's being revealed to the world. That's being revealed to the people around you. There's some sort of justice you're getting here. The justice is you moving on and being happy. The justice is you understanding everything. The light bulb moment going off and everyone else understanding as well. There is a general understanding from this community of who you truly are, your true character, and you're not the problem. You were never the problem. The devil. You know what was the problem? The problem was there may have been somebody here that was envious of you. There may have been people that were envious of you. The problem is your light irritated their demons, and you really felt stuck there for a while, but you're waking up to who you truly are. You're waking up to being okay with being misunderstood. You're truly waking up to that. You're not allowing other people's misunderstandings to affect you anymore. It is what it is. And I truly feel like you're really not allowing it to affect you anymore because you have had a renewed found sense of freedom and self. And there's freedom in walking away. And when you walk away from things, when you compassionately, silently walk away from a situation, no explanation, that's when the truth gets revealed. No long paragraphs, no explaining, peacefully letting it go and letting people live in whatever sense of delusion they want to live in. That's when the truth comes out. That's what's happening here. And I feel like you really irritated maybe someone in particular's shadow, their demon, your light irritated the hell out of people's demons. And it's like people did not want other people to see how generous, kind, caring, you're actually good-hearted, right? How can you be good-hearted in this world? There were people that were actually mad about it. There were people that were actually upset that you were kind, caring, compassionate, good-hearted, especially if you're someone who's been through a lot, then they really can't handle that. Because how do you get to be so happy-go-lucky, so kind, caring, generous, giving, forgiving, right? You're such a forgiving person to boot. That really irritated their demons. Because these are low vibrational people, and low vibrational people, entities, dark entities attach themselves to them, and they use these low vibrational people to attack higher vibrational people, right? So that's what was happening here. And I feel like the truth about who you are is shining through. I have chills. And it's due to you just compassionately bowing out, moving forward, and allowing people to live in whatever delusional reality they want to live in. But then the light bulb goes off and everybody sees your true colors, which they're beautiful. They're bright. It's positivity. You're strong. You're a warrior, as a matter of fact. Look at this. Oh my God. Moving on. Not interested. You're releasing this. We need to go our separate ways for a while. Not interested. Release for now. You're moving on. And it's causing people to actually, we have hiding, social media, fake profile. People may have been watching you online, trying to study you, trying to figure you out. I'm also getting, there may have been like some sort of, for some of you, gossip rumors about your character. And then when they started watching you, it wasn't adding up. Whatever negative things were said about you through jealous people, it wasn't adding up because people started watching you. They got so intrigued by who you were and you were the topic. They started watching you and they started saying, no, that doesn't add up. That's not who Virgo is. Virgo is kind, caring, compassionate. Virgo actually wants to do good in the world. It's actually this person or these people that they're just jealous. That's the only explanation. They're mad. They're a hater, right? Oh my. Okay. Well, take it how it resonated. For some of you guys, this is like a mixture of energies here, guys, I must say. So, make sure you use discernment and assign the rules as you see fit for this reading, because there was a lot of mixture of energy going on here. A lot of mixture of energies going on here. I am seeing past people. I am seeing a new person entering your life or may have just entered your life. But ultimately what I'm getting is the truth about who you truly are is getting revealed. But now the person on your mind, let's pull a card. So that person on your mind, let's see if they were honest with you, what would they say? The person on Virgo's mind, if they were honest with Virgo. If the person on your mind was honest. Virgo, by the way, we have Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Libra. That's the heavy energy here. Elements, we have fire, air, water. We have everybody. Earth, fire, air, water. Okay, we have all the elements. So if they were honest with Virgo, the person on Virgo's mind, if they were completely honest with you, what would they say? It says, I miss seeing you. So somebody that you walked away from, they miss you. They miss seeing you. Maybe they walked away from you, but I'm getting you're moving on from these situations. So regardless, the person on your mind, they miss seeing you. It says, I'm totally in love with you. So they're fascinated by you. They feel like you've let them go. Their fascination for you has only grown since they feel like you've let them go. But one thing for sure, Virgo, justice is getting served and you're being seen for the bright energy, the diamond that you truly are. You're being seen for that. That's what I have for you. I'll see you in the next one.